the volume a little bit. Balance you out a little bit there. Make sure it's not too loud for everybody out there in the audience. Checking out the Bridge of Death, that is, as it has become here on Orion Mining Depot. We see King David, Sir Ducky, a couple of great known racers out there. Raiden Derp, Dex Ziti, our qualifier last week, out there to help ensure that the competition is up to snuff. Or some other known racers out there. I would expect Raiden Derp to be one of the names to look for tonight, a potential person to qualify. Also out there, Frazel, Raynaka, Burgess the Gamer, Sambo making a return. I see Rogue Panda. And those are racers we have here in the warm-up. So far out the gate, it's King Snooch, one of the ambassadors here for Ascent Rivals. He is out to a nice little run right now. Dax on his trail, working a little boost strat, stolen from maybe a little bit up from Osiris, the booster himself. Don't see Osiris out there tonight. Looks like Hype Rez is trying to join. That'll be another name you'll be watching for to try and qualify. This, the Shelby Grand Prix qualifier number 4. We run them every Tuesday night here, starting at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. This, again, just our last and final warm-up match before we go through 3 races, 3 heats apiece, with ever-evolving amount of points. Wow, we don't get the warp kill there. That's a unique one there, as Snooch and Daxidi get a little bump on each other and both explode. Normally you'd expect to see one come out of that cleanly. Maybe that was right at the end of a boost there. That was the only reason it didn't happen. But either way, the top of the table looking good right now. Sambo trying to catch, got a 46-second best lap time. Has opened with a 48.65. King Snooch 43, then a 45, a 48, then a 41 for Dax, and now he's in a zone where he's comfortable. A great racer, especially if you can leave him all alone. Sir Ducky also in that same point. Those are 2 racers you do not want to let get ahead of the pack. You know, if they get away from the shots, if they get away from the chaos of all the bump and grind that happens on a lap circuit here, because this is not just a race, folks. This is a death race, all right? Key, pivotal. First 4 get out. Now we're going to watch these others as they try to get out themselves. But only 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's Daxidi, Snooch, Ducky, and David are guaranteed the free out. Everybody else has got to work through these ascension zones. You see 2, 1, and oh, just managed to cash it in. Looked like they dashed out, but stayed alive. Go ahead and slide ourselves right on into the chase cam. Yeah, that is chase. It is zoomed out. Here we go. Warps out across the Bridge of Death. Daxidi, Ducky, Blue Jay, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Finally some kills. Rogue Panda, Blue Jay, King Snooch all fall. Burgess and Blue Jay crash along with Frazel. Daxidi, Ducky trying to dodge, getting shot. They sit in the 1, 2 slots right now. Taking some different paths here. We get to see the advantage. Ooh, a nice shot. King David kills Daxidi. Ducky taking a little wider line than he'd normally like here. Of course, we all know the prowess of him. Our first to qualify. We've also got Osiris and Daxidi. Those are your 3 people who have qualified for the actual Grand Prix, which will take place here on both the Ascent Rivals Twitch page as well as the Mezzcast, M-E-Z-Z-C-A-S-T. For those of you watching, make sure you check out on both places. Follow us in both locations to go when we go live. A beautiful shot there as King David drops the hammer on Sir Ducky. Oh, but he crashes trying to drift with the boost. That'll cost him some time. Sambo taking a wide angle, maybe trying to line up a shot here. Doesn't have it. Oh, instead he crashes into King David. So combo as they take each other down. Right back into the race. It's Frazel in 3rd, Sambo 4, Burgess 5, Raiden Derp, Daxidi overtaking, Raynaka in 8th, King Snooch 9, Rez, Blue Jay, and Rogue Panda. That's 1 through 12 as they stand right now here on heat number 2. Last practice match of the night here as Ascent Rivals presents Grand Prix qualifier number 4, the Shelby Grand Prix. All these racers have their eye on that prize. We see the competition going up every single week. And I'll tell you what, as we know, Ducky showing himself week in, week out. He is starting to perfect these longer maps. His prowess on the very, very small map that is Shores cannot be denied. Cannot be denied. He is the best. It's unquestionable. But there is weakness in his game. We see him already. I'm starting to see improvements week by week at these other maps that he doesn't quite have as technically down. You know, sure, he's got a 13-second lap time. I mean, putting up times we didn't even think was possible, to be honest. Ooh, 3 in the zone. Who's going to find the shot? King David can't. He's just trying to stay alive for a moment. Had to slow, had to drift. Ooh, everybody gets out. Surprisingly, no shots land home. But Ducky, Dagziti, Sambo, and Raiden Derp. That's your 1, 2, 3, 4. David picks up 12. Snooch gets 10. And we drop down to Raynaka, Rez, Rogue. Hope you're enjoying your Tuesday. We're having a great time as we're amped up. Slight difference. Swoop across. There's our death. King Snooch falls. Sir Ducky falls. Hype Rez falls. There we go. This is going to shake up the top of things here. Go ahead and slide into the chase cam. Pull back just a little bit to watch Burgess line up the shot. Just misses on Dagziti. They make the jump to the landing bridge. A little slowdown from Burgess. He'll have to be careful here through the tunnel. Dagziti has put some space between, trying to work the ramp. Where's the shift? Where's the shift? It wasn't fast enough. Didn't round the corner like he needed to. Burgess got a ways to catch up to Dagziti now. Raynok in third. Raiden Derb 4. King David, Rogue Panda. Oh, a landed shot onto Burgess from Raiden Derp. And a racer I said to watch out for tonight. Somebody who hasn't qualified but has been hungry for every single event since he has found the game. At Rare Evo, that's right. Ascent Rivals showing off at Rare Evo. Got some beautiful things coming from Ascent Rivals. And already we see it coming in the form right now of elite sponsors. If you're in racing, you know who Shelby is. So welcome on in all those joining us here on the Ascent Rivals page. Some nice flying from Burgess, though he's falling back a little bit. Let's swing it back up. Dagziti comfortably ahead, looking like a good 5 to 8 seconds in front. So let's watch the battle of Ducky and Osiris. You see 1, 2, 3 are qualifiers that have already made it through, but they're trying to show these other racers, hey, we are not satisfied with just having qualified. We are going to continue to keep the competition strong for you. We're not going to make this easy for anybody to qualify, and we're going to show that we are improving. They are working on the finesse of their game. There is no shame as Dagziti goes out 1, Ducky 2, Osiris 3. Snooch going to just snag 4th. That means Burgess going to have to find his way out along with Raynaka, Raiden Derp, Prazel, Rogue, Hype Rez. But we've got a lot of crashes there. Oh, Blue Jay just sitting there. Burgess is like, thank you, free points. The yellow line showing where the opponent is. Raynaka just hits into the wall. Not much can be done about that. Trying to let him on King David. We see Burgess go tic-tac-toe. He gets 3 in a row, and he's going to get the Ascension Zone. That is going to be very, very nice for him, grabbing what he can. Tied for second in kills with 7. King David with 12 and putting up 34 points. Folks, as we mentioned, this is the Shelby Grand Prix qualifier number 4. Of course, Shelby American, founded by the legend Carroll Shelby. Shelby American manufactures and markets performance vehicles and related products through dealers and partners worldwide. Check them out at shelby.com. And folks, if you happen to find yourself in Las Vegas, make sure you go to the Shelby factory. A beautiful, beautiful museum that they have there out front, showcasing the entire legacy of Shelby from its origins through the modern era. You get to look directly onto the floor where they are working on these vehicles, preparing them, doing everything from paint jobs to upgrades to modifications, the wide body kits. It is a beautiful thing to see. And of course, the perfect place to pick yourself up some of that beautiful, beautiful Shelby gear. It is time to engage those thrusters. And it is time to prepare your boosters. 10 seconds away from race 1, heat 1, getting the night started here on Sir Ducky's track. That's right. Shore is his until it is proven that someone else has the ability to do better or at least compete. We see out the gate into the tight turn. He's so clean with it. Burgess tight on him, though. Great looking race. Sambo overtakes. Going to work off a nice crash. Now, he is taking the slightly longer route. That will not hold forever unless he just gets massively ahead and Ducky gets stuck. Oh, Ducky getting crashing. That's going to make things difficult. Sambo crashes. That's going to allow a King David overtake. Burgess tight on his tail. Here you see that inside line being taken by Burgess. Can he hit the backboard? Yes, he does. That's going to allow him to overtake first for a moment. But he's on a wide line. Now Sir Ducky overtakes as they go into the canyons, under the bridge, and now you get to see poetry in motion off the backboard, the spin, the speed. I mean, about to overtake 6th place. Already you see a 12.333 best lap time. Oh, it's just, it needs no more words said about it. So let's drop a little further back, see who else we've got out here. Sambo sitting in 4th right now. King David 2nd. Rounding the turn before the straightaway. He's preparing to overtake a few racers here. Oh, Reynaka is not so fast. You may overtake me for a moment. I'll catch the boost. You see the heavy strafe strat right there. Looking for Sambo. King David tries to line up the shot. Just misses. We've got some racers out. Sir Ducky is gone. Let's go check on Sambo. He's got King David hot on his tail, but this would be a very nice win for Sambo, getting out of here in 2nd. Osiris crashes. Got to stay alive. Sambo gets out in 2nd. David going to get 3rd. And Osiris gets out 4th. Burgess, Frazel, Daxidi, Rez, Reynaka. People got to stay alive. Daxidi crashes. Rogue Panda dies in the hand of Burgess. Burgess lining up shots. Waiting. Snooch just misses. Frazel actually gets the kill, but Burgess follows it up with the one onto Raiden Derp as he comes around the rock. And he takes the rifle charge straight to the face. But you got to dial it in here. Points were double it in Heat 2 and triple in Round 3. Here we go. The speed of Shore. Woo, tight through. You see the racers that know they have to go for it. They've got to prove it. Osiris looking like he's got the line. Just misses the bounce. He's going to do well enough. Oh, until he strafes right into the rocks. Now it's a 3-way chase here. Osiris, Burgess, Raiden Derp, Ducky's with him as well. They are all tight on it. King David and Sambo electing for a slightly safer, a little bit slower route. But there you see exactly why. Dax, he went for the line, but didn't quite have the strafe fully down. Doesn't have the muscle memory of that turn quite yet. And unfortunately, it means he goes exploding into a rock. So King David sitting out fighting. You see Sir Ducky overtaking. That's the power of that inside line. You hit that obelisk like a nice little backboard. Now Ducky crashes and allow David. But you can see the difference there at the bottom. The best lap times, 12.8 versus 14.8 and 14.5. That is the difference in those couple of seconds. Oh, big shot. Burgess kills King David. Sir Ducky takes back over first. Sambo fighting for 2nd, looking to scoop a bunch of points here again. Sambo, again, one of the names looking for here to potentially qualify as he rams right through King Snooch. A beautiful play there. Daxidi overtaken for first. Sambo tight on him. They are neck and neck, back and forth. Who's going to have it here? Final lap. Looking, chasing, fighting for it. Are they going to get overtaken by Ducky? Yes, they do for the moment. Ducky boosts across. Who's going to get 2nd? It's Daxidi. Sambo gets 3rd. David going to get out in 4th. Now, Derp, Osiris, Burgess, Nullspree, Reynaka, Snooch, Frazel, Hype Res, Blue Jay, and Rogue Panda. Everybody chasing 4 areas. Reynaka's down. Blue Jay's down as Osiris gets a double kill by getting Raiden Derp right afterwards. Several players in this Ascension zone. Osiris gets a 3rd, getting King Snooch. He's got the repeater. Gets 4 with no spree. That's right, folks. Connect 4. That's what he's doing out there, scooping up as many points. Also gets the top amount of points for someone ascending. The only person to ascend in that one. Lots of points available there. And now we get ready for heat number 3. Points are triple. That's right, folks. No daily double anymore. We are on the daily triple. You're looking for 3 stacks of high society. 30 points is what's available. So even Sir Ducky, his points could be topped, especially once you account for kills. But you want to get as many of those points. We see a beautiful rush through, and there's the explosion. Raynok, Osiris, Daxidi, Frazel all crash. We switch to the chase cam. Get to watch Ducky just absolutely kiss it off the backboard. No spree, fighting for some points. Trying to show his name here as he gets into contention. Racing very cleanly. He's looking for that line. Makes the decision a little too late. Rams right into the barrier wall. Burgess crashes. Ducky and Osiris all crash as well. Lap 2's being completed by just about everybody. Sir Ducky clean and clear, it's looking like at this point. Quick jump in on him. Yeah, he's already a half lap ahead. He may lap everybody as clean as he's going right now. So we'll slide on back, go to number 2. David sliding his way through the canyon walls under the underpass. Love to see the tilt there. Get to see some slightly different mechanics. David, one of the more experienced racers that are out here. Competed in every Grand Prix we have ever had here for Ascent Rivals. And looking like a man who knows what to do. It's just fluid. It's smooth. And that's what you're really looking for. Let's see if anybody's going to overtake. Raiden Derp. Doesn't look like we've got maybe a broken camera there for a moment. Osiris overtakes third. He gets a nice hit off the obelisk backboard. He did call bank shot on that one. Raiden Derp gets out. So there's your 1, 2, 3, 4. Ducky, David, Osiris, Raiden Derp. Ducky going to take another 60 circuit points just from winning all 3 heats. Ladies and gentlemen, I keep calling it his map. Shore is his map. Somebody's going to have to find a way to dethrone the king. Because right now he feels unkillable. And there you go. 11 points his advantage going into race number 2. Now, not a lot of kills, so not going to pick up a lot after the fact versus somebody like Osiris, who with 43 points is going to catch some nice jump there with 8 kills. He's also got 2 obelisks, so should allow him a little bit of the way back in. Currently our longest map in rotation. And of course, we'll finish up at the famous Shores. Nope, we already played Shores. Dude. There we go, the most iconic map in the sport. The death race that is Ascent Rivals. We get ready for race number 2, heat number 1. So we start back over. First place for this heat will net you 10 points. We'll work our way back up as we go through our other heats, just as we did in race number 1. But here we go. Welcome to the Bridge of Death. Rogue Panda crashes. Burgess crashes. King Snooch crashes. Osiris is down. Rogue Panda and Frazel. So it's Daxidi, David, Sir Ducky, and Rez. Your 1, 2, 3, 4. As we come around the first big corner, we slide on in. We're keeping it. Actually, we're already on the chase cam. Perfect. Locked in. Dialed in. Daxidi just misses the bridge. Rez grinds down the rail, making it look easy, skateboard style. We got both members of Hype out there. Excuse me, 2 of the 3 members crushing it right now. Oh, but Rez crashes right as I try to praise his name. Daxidi overtakes for first. Burgess behind him. Rez in third. Raynok 4. Snooch and Raiden Derp battling for 5th and 6th. David, Frazel, Osiris, Null Spree, Sambo, Rogue Panda. That's how the end of the board is going. So you can see how quickly the script can flip for a player. Already we see Sambo a little further down than he would like. XCD You get to see the cleanness there. Blue Jay and Frazel both crashing. We'll watch from Burgess. Give you a little chase cam here. He gets a little bump up against the wall, but doesn't explode. But, man, that thing got hot for sure. Was definitely a concern, but they manages to stay alive, does Burgess. Still on that chase. How far? Daxidi got a nice little space there. King Snooch in third, trying to catch up with Burgess. But he's got his own battle to deal with. Raiden Derp fighting for third. I do feel Raiden Derp does a little bit better in the longer races. So as we get ourselves into Oriah Mining Depot and Dune afterwards, it takes a little bit something different. Snooch stops, loses all momentum, but doesn't explode. Lining up the shot. Does he find David? No, just over the bow of the ship. There was no pilot on pilot action there. There you see the dangers of it. King Snooch goes from hero to goat just like that. He knew he had to make a play right there. He wasn't going to be able to make up the time without hitting somebody. But unfortunately, after he misses the shot, he also explodes into the wall. So makes things a little difficult. Not too bad. Now, the problem they're going to have is you don't see any zones in front of them. So Snooch looks like he's going to try to line up some kills here for a moment. Battling with, I believe that's Osiris. Yes, it is. Osiris lands too many shots with the repeater. But only Rez and Rogue Panda going to ascend. So you see a shifting of the points there. Osiris drops to 8th despite staying alive. Does not ascend. So an important feature, an important thing to keep in mind if you are not 1, 2, 3, or 4. Heat 2, race 2. Here we go. And the Bridge of Death has its first victim. Frazel, King David gets a double kill with the warp. Takes out Rogue Panda and Raiden Derp. Sirduck, he warps through Rez. Osiris takes out King David. We have a bunch of crashes. And we see Daxidi back at the top of the table. Starting to show you what he can bring. Ducky trying to chase him, trying to find his comfort on this map like he has locked up shore. I tell you what, if he does, he's going to become the Max Verstappen of this league. Just an absolutely unstoppable racer. Boom! Big explosion as King Snooch kills him. King Snooch also gets Daxidi. King David kills Ray Naka. It is just a litany of explosions. We get across the Bridge of Death. More explosions. Osiris popping away. I like it. Osiris is a man who says, I'm going to define the meta. I am going to be what I think I need to be, not what the game wants me to be. And I say that with his heavy boost strat, which obviously works great in these longer maps. He is a Grand Prix winner here with Ascent Rivals. His prowess is known. Getting ready for last lap. Oh, Ducky trying to bob and weave. Trying to get missed by the shot. Unfortunately, he explodes. Somehow, though, Daxidi and Osiris don't catch up. Tight on it now. We see Daxidi getting close, working the boost, trying to get it up to Sirducky. You see barely half a second difference in those best lap times. 40 and almost a half versus just at 41 seconds there. Sirducky fighting, trying to slide past. He's clean through. Boo's ready to go. Oh, Daxidi almost touches him from behind. That would have been an explosion, especially at those speeds. Sirducky's got a bob and weave here, though. Don't get shot. Don't get shot. Daxidi crashes. That's going to slow him down. Allow Ducky. Uh-oh. We're going to lose some points. Oh, Daxidi just actually gets out. Excuse me. I was worried for a moment there when he crashes into the wall. Raiden Derp's a little bit further behind, but he's going to scoop up third here. He'll be thankful for those points. Raiden Derp trying to qualify for the Shelby Grand Prix that'll take place here on the Ascent Rivals Twitch page, February 18th. Of course, we have our qualifiers here every Tuesday starting at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. Heat 2 in the books. You see the point distribution. Ducky, Daxidi, Raiden Derp, Osiris, Snooch, Burgess, Frazel, King David, Null Spree, and Blue Jay all picking up some points via the circuit points. Now, those did get added in with a combination of kills and are weighted with obelisks as well. So multiple objectives to deal with. It's not just a pure race. Like we said, it is a death race. Who's going to take home the 30 circuit points from this top tier? Daxidi's hoping he's the man. Raiden Derp's in at 24. He's looking to catch up. And the Bridge of Death provides us the action. There's the explosions. David, Burgess, Sambo all crashing along with Rez as part of that chaos. Ducky trying to catch Daxidi. But I'll tell you what, the pasta man, he is serving it up right now, making it very, very difficult for Sir Ducky to catch up. If this continues in a 1-2 just like this, if Dax can take first and Ducky gets second, it will have eliminated the point differential from shore. That is hugely impactful. Not ready to call this Dax's map just yet. You got to show it multiple weeks, and really, you got to have that number one every single heat. But right now, he shows like he is a man to beat. Ducky and Dax just going back and forth, overtaking at different points. Oh, Snooch is just sitting in the tunnel. Daxidi's going to pick up not only some nice space after he gets the help from Snooch, but then going to pick up the bonus point by warping through. Oh, Snooch says, not so fast. I'm going to make you pay for that one. Daxidi, oh, just dodges. Daxidi gets Snooch back again after Snooch helps him again, killing Sir Ducky. What a change of events. That's what you got to love about hey, Snooch realizes I'm not catching up, so he's got two focuses at this point. Scoop as many points as possible. So you do that the first via kills, obviously, as he's just sitting there lining up shot after shot after shot. But the other thing that you can accomplish is make sure you ascend. So he's in 14th place right now, but if he kills everyone and he's the only person to ascend, he'll get out in 5th place. So ascension huge if you're not part of those final four. Daxidi is out. Sir Ducky trying to join him there in 2nd place. There we go. As we said, that should eliminate the point differential. Ooh, Null Spree gets a beautiful shot onto Osiris, allows him to overtake for 3rd. Scoop up some extra points. Osiris can't get out, though. Raiden Derp steals it after killing Osiris. Osiris got to be mad as a virus in the moment. They're all looking at this zone. Now, see, Osiris, you're going too far here. You're going too far because unless you're going to fully turn around, you have no zone. You don't see anything. Trying to find it, but runs out of time. Osiris crashes. Rez kills King David. And there we go. The point distribution. We said it was 11-point advantage that Ducky had over Daxidi after race number 1. Eliminated here after race number 2. Well, come on in. Our last race of the night. We got 3 heats to go. We'll tally up all of our points, and we'll let you know who's going to be our 4th qualifier here for the Shelby Grand Prix coming up February 18th. Right here on the Ascent Rivals Twitch page. I, of course, am your host, Mezzcast, here with you every Tuesday night, bringing you the best of Ascent Rivals racing. As I mentioned, Raiden Derp, definitely one of my names to watch out for. We'll see if Sambo can find a little bit more comfort here. And away we go! Around the first corner, guns have activated now. Several explosions. We get ready to go into the canyon wall. Sir Ducky goes wide. Osiris goes wide. Ducky exploded into the wall. There's an advantage. You don't have to take quite as tight of a turn there. Burgess showing you the ability if you take the inside line. Now Osiris in his boost strat. Oh, Burgess mistimes the boost. He lands awkwardly with a little too much weight, and that's going to allow Osiris to overtake. Burgess behind him. Rainaka 3, Raiden Derp 4. Null Spree, King David fighting back and forth in 5th and 6th. Sambo, Frazel, Snooch, Ducky, Blue Jay, Rogue Panda, and Rez. That's your 1 through 13, or a rough estimation at any given moment as they jockey for position back and forth. Burgess and Osiris neck and neck here as we go into lap number 3. Osiris got the explosion through Burgess. That's going to allow him a little bit of breathing room. A little awkward on the corner. They're going to slow down the time just a little bit, but you see Osiris sitting on that 28.6 best lap time so far. Sambo close to the 28 seconds. That's going to allow him to catch up third, fourth in that area, fighting for it. Osiris, Burgess got a 30 seconds. Sirducky got a 30 seconds. Snooch, 29 seconds exactly. I'm curious if that's a typo. If not, that's an amazing number. 29 exactly. The possibilities of that very, very low. We are here on the final lap. The white flag is out. Who's going to take the checkered flag here in heat number 1? It's looking like Burgess right now. He is clean and smooth sailing. Sirducky trying to use speed, crashes into, I'm not sure exactly what, but that'll certainly slow down his time. David takes it, a dangerous attempt to take a shot behind him as he's going through the canyon walls. Going to be near impossible to deal with. Burgess going to take first. Ducky looking for the points in second. Nullspree 3. Osiris 4. Yes, it's locked in. So Snooch going to have to find a place to go to along with Sambo, Rogue Panda, Phrasal, Raiden Derp, King David, Rainaka, Hyperez, and Blue Jay. Blue Jay's out. He crashed. Raiden Derp crashed. That's going to hurt his chances for points. Do they just get into this zone here? Snooch looking for it. He slows down smartly and smoothly. Glides his way. Hits a little bump on the wall, but nothing to be concerned about. He stays alive. Gets out in 5th place, so he'll scoop up 6 points there. Again, King Snooch, one of the ambassadors for Ascent Rivals. Heat 2, here we go. Osiris gets the first jump, but Sirducky and Burgess right with him. Jockeying for position back and forth. Oh, Sambo gets an explosion through Osiris. That'll bump him down again. Sambo looking for every point, so kills on top of where you place is super important throughout all of this. Ducky about to complete the lap. Look at that beautiful boost. Just kind of glides down. We'll slide back just a little bit, see where everybody else is trying to catch him. David, Osiris, Rogue Panda, they are 5 to 8 seconds back. It's definitely a comfortable amount right now. Woo! Just missing. Yeah, Sirducky still very comfortable. So we watch this 2, 3, 4 battle. David, Osiris, Sambo, they're trying to fend off Rogue Panda, Raiden Derp, Burgess, Snooch from catching up. Behind that all is Rez, Blue Jay, Phrasal, Rainaka, and Nullspree. Nullspree showing some moments of brilliance out here on the track, but the consistency, that's what makes a true champion. That's what makes a truly great racer here, a truly great pilot. Shout out to Mr. Ted Hitchcock for the term plane driver, a pilot. Sambo cracking the 29-second. Jockeying for position with Osiris as they battle back and forth. Sambo maybe not as clean yet, but showing some real nice racing. Would expect that if he does not qualify tonight, that maybe Sambo would maybe in the coming weeks, especially continuing at this pace. Looking good across all 3 maps. That's really what you want. You find some consistency, then you find a map that you can be elite on. I think that's what it's going to come down to on this Grand Prix is, can anybody find... hell, it may take more than that. Because we already see Sirducky owning 1 map. We see Dax owning Orion Mining Depot. So who is going to be able to scoop out enough points out of the maps that aren't your best? I guess that's maybe the best way to look at it. Ducky, Sambo, Osiris, Rogue Panda, Burgess, Blue Jay, Nullspree, Raiden Derp, Snooch, David. Those are your people who get points. Rainaka, Rez, and Phrasal all just miss. Here we go. Race 3. Heat 3 of the Shelby Grand Prix Qualifier number 4. Here we go, folks. You see Sirducky. He's got 29 points. That means he's missing out on 1 he could have from the top. So is this Ducky saying, yep, I'm the man. I'm the man who can own 2 maps. at the same time. We'll see. Points are tripled here. So 30 points available circuit-wise for the very top. See, Ducky really likes this outside. Look at the little drift into the boost. Him and Osiris both decide not to go for the arch. Osiris has to slow down a little bit. Lucky he didn't explode against the wall. Allows King David to overtake for first. An explosion through his Osiris warps through him, but Ducky overtakes first. Ducky uses the ramp, but he goes outside. Osiris likes the inside line, so he goes through the canyon walls. And there you see why Ducky loves it so much. He gets that outside drift, hit the boost through it. Give him the dimensional drift. Ooh, Ducky has to avoid somebody. Clips the top of the rocks. Still holding on to first place right now, though. Osiris hot on his tail in second. David 3, Rez 4, Sambo 5. Sambo really looking, needs to get into that fourth place. He needs to get out guaranteed, and then he should have, by my calculation, it locked in for tonight. Again, Osiris, Sir Ducky, and Flanking Dexidi have all qualified in our first 3 qualifiers here for Ascent Rivals. Ripping through Sir Ducky under the arc. Who's going to take first here right at the end? Ducky boosts through perfectly. He scoops it up. Osiris 2, David 3. Now Sambo, this is an important one. Land, didn't crash. Huge moment right there. Rez, Raiden Derp gonna have some problems here. Oh, Rez crashes. Raiden Derp looking to scoop up a lot of points. Only 6 so far circuit-wise. He's sitting out the zone waiting for some shots. Misses that one. Watch from that first-person perspective. I think this is the harder. Oh, he wants the shot. He wants the kill. Trying to scoop up everything he can. There we go, folks. 59 points from Ducky. So if this were the Grand Prix, he'd have it all locked up. X-NATO 1, this is called Ascent Rivals. It is definitely a pod racing style game or a twin stick engine death race. But welcome on in, X-NATO, as we cover the Shelby Grand Prix. We give our judges a few moments here to go ahead and line up everything we need, and we will let you know our winner here in just a moment when we come back as Ascent Rivals presents the Shelby Grand Prix qualifier number 4. All right, folks, the answer is officially in, and I'd like to say congratulations to Raiden Derp. Congratulations to you, Raiden Derp. It was very close. 1.2 points the difference over Burgess. So that'll conclude qualifier number 4 of the Shelby Grand Prix, presented by Ascent Rivals with your host, Mezzcast. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Glad you had a great time, and we'll see you here next Tuesday